baby mba enkasa TV so munu se enkasa de trending news ni news update nkwane ya debremo na busia for do bi na chese etwegu monten so ni nyina ne se oma Ghana enye so edru about oni mu 2024 enye se o boss awoye ana se enye se obi bia upeni bia oye chese bibia ana se no ntina Ghana from beto aba amount na nsem bebre eka nsem ihu na busia for ye nsem le no pomcho ye njemra ni entie mu nsem na ewia ne wo no ya sanso dia beka mo ho medam ase
what verdict when you pass NPP?
Yeah, so Ghanaians will not vote for your boss because of the failure of the NPP.
It was not First of all, a fundamental point is who failure you are not retained. And after so you look at the performance objectively. If you come and replace me, say, oh, your papa same.
Yes.
Now, I'm still the one with the capacity to resolve it. I'm giving the opportunity. Why? I signed an NPP ever 2016. Then they had been in government from 2001 to
2008. Yes.
And then Yantua Benti Akufo-Addo Korea, Ghana for Sancho Abamani. What made them vote against him? It's because they thought to say at the time, there was something that prevented him from being president. But later they accepted him. Except say one mom says from in the most spectacular way. I been see that. The sort of disappointment Akufo they are disappointing Ghana for they been see that. But President Mama, he has a record that is superior. Or when they are ultimately says so cast away there, why are they? And more importantly, he is willing. Why are crado? Say I was here sister Niema or best. That is a quality MP for me. Omujidi say oma ya dia enye papa na eso moda so gina wa enu nti na President Mama why na gini say eso be so man mu no ye ni yi nipa dodo na frɛ no say omra but it is not a response to the call directly on one kasa as nipa as a political leader when you akwenya betine konya so akwose na opposition no ahwɛ ne me hu say oman we asi age esi yi
me ne kojobo nsu di nkomo about a week ago. His argument say John Mahama signed Babioa, he's got 4 years. That practically is not enough to do the things you think he can do.
But when I said president, be able to have 4 years. Every mandate is 4 years.
Yes,
it is renewed.
Opportunity say will be renewed.
But it is renewed.
Yes.
And renewal I know is based on your performance.
Sure.
Inti say Sabi period, me any president, I will have 4 years, not 8 years. 10 and we are 4 years. Inti president 4 years. Inti the answer all year within those 4 years. To achieve objectives, it's not bad. So be Shana Nemo. The person has a responsibility to continue. It's no president is guaranteed 8 years. No president is guaranteed 8 years. Until a 4-year tenure, unimpa. But it will be 4 years a bed dance. As soon as you 8 years on my baby. You bet me, I shall boss it. You entity your man and send or send a good. It will never happen. Say, or my penny mama bet now. Am I near to say Akoso?
But that is where the Ghanaian people would ask you, say yes, how mind we are painting this picture about and I'm mobile somewhere. Say, but the car, mother by your mind, I'm moving free. Moving yes, can free. And again, yes, Kenya. It's the yes, give you so my. That is where people say, okay, alternatives, no air then.
And I'm just saying, first of all, Omwe Kasano must accept the NPP has failed. Okay. To me, performance is alternative. You must admit that the NPP has failed. And now, if you fail, then you fail. We program a say be na to me for one year. Multimedia and people want now.
Sure.
And go and ask what is the other person bringing. They will get rid of you and get somebody. It's a alternative. No must first honestly admit say NPP a failure. So they don't deserve to continue. That's the first point of call. We are no I should say across the field. Why the whole bioma obey to me or work capacity because I know biano to me yes I did. And I need our capacity no program being or day back. That is a conversation. But a many go to say the NPP has failed. Then you ask the opposition to bring alternatives. How do you ask for alternatives when you are not honest to accept say somebody has failed? Well, there were two kinds of people yes I did. There were arrogant NPP supporters. Omanu numuja any hand asho mumuma who are bigoted. Now omususu say omune yenyame omune modesi obia ene no amemona nkoyi enti no
omun says from
they are crestfallen, they are shattered, their confidence is gone. Into omu use say politicians are the same. What is the alternative no as a defense mechanism to prevent themselves to waking up to the reality say they have been a failure. And number 2, there were non-aligned people. NPP, NDC, but they are genuinely concerned about the future of this country. Omumubi edi omure ko share Akufo-Addo NPP Bawumia mu. And na omedi omuhwamo. Said yet say ebia oba na bema. Would do any actual business of we do him.
Sure.
Into wo call another relationship one who I am share kakra. Because what I'm sure you are now a man and as a man in artist. So it is natural to have the different jitters. I am share say now when one ya when bet me now. But you would have at least come to the realization say MPP cannot continue to stay in cabinet. They don't deserve it because someone say oh man, it is a fact that must be admitted. Number 2, across the field, what are the others offering? The truth is that you see, even in terms of organizational ability and capacity, NDC is the next alternative. But what is NDC offering? A legitimate question. But the Americans say people must accept that the NPP has failed and don't deserve a renewal of their mandate. Then we move to alternatives. The alternative, and they say, when you're composite, Macabum America, because I'm really
sure.
President Mama. Since 2020, we have 3 major public lectures.
94.7.
Together, we have over 30 different policy alternatives. Indeed,
30.
The year no UPSC about 3-4 months ago.
Yes.
On my 15. So what was our speech now? You can just Google it. You can read it out. 15, but they say they won't even listen to the lecture. They won't pay attention. They will come and say there's no alternative. But some American now bomwa. Yet say there are 2 issues presently. Many work say. Adi enya Ghana for kese pa no. And they say sikasem ni bejina.
Sure.
Omwa asay Ghana sikasem Bawumia di kind cannot be part of the future in terms of resolving this matter because he cleared as in fact edu baby cry so there or say why is impapeni na ono onim de ekoso no hwe. Obi obedwa ne num ka kire say he was economic mizan and then no is impapeni e wo economy onim ho hwe. It is somebody like that cannot even begin to be considered.
And what's all back close to anywhere near the presidency?
Look, offensive to even think so from so after doing this.
Really?
Yeah, your mind sick as a machine. So what say? How do you even come close to contesting? What do you take Ghana for? When you say there are corporate organizations, almost CEOs na they say omudi company they resign. Indeed, in some Asian countries they commit suicide out of shame and disgust. Now what say or my sick as say yeah. Why should we be tolerated in anywhere near ballot paper? But I need a comedy. But the other issue,
more prepare man.
Oh, do we even need to prepare? Or the answer we bought the voice in the past and compare it to what is happening now. That's all. Anytime you can be. Say, Obugana forces service in period as a unimunyansa. He should come. Now, your money after doing this sort of distraction to the Ghanaian economy. I thought you mean no. The attorney said the 2 issues are the most important on the minds of Ghanaians. Yeah. First of all, how do we get out of this crass mismanagement and distraction of the economy by Bawumia, Akufo-Addo, and Kanofoyata? So, issues of borrowing, currency depreciation, inflation, control. So that's the first order of business for any NDC government. The specifics, you will need time and proper documentation to. And we will communicate. Elections be 2020. Your comprehensive manifesto. Now, some of the issues are still relevant. Some we may have to reject because any massa. So I must say.
Yeah.
I don't know. And number 2, there must be governance reforms. In fact, all politicians are the same. It is not even about the day-to-day running of the country in terms of specific policy, but it's about general governance. Any who says Sakraibi Bim. In fact, the Benimo say sure. They are concerned. It is something that we must factor into the argument as a political party. Benimo say the size of government is not hard. We must factor it in.
The powers of the president.
The powers of the president also. Judiciary, do we have sufficient confidence in them? Parliament, state institutions, do they have sufficient independence? Any regulatory mechanisms are and it is important. President Mama committee who say Sanima are priorities obey. It's not make say Oba within a year about end of this month.
You will address the council.
So we'll address this in some detail. But by the time you bring a manifesto, all the conversations concerning these matters would have been clearly spelled out. It would be far better than anything MPP offer. But MPP, to begin with, Omon Semfata say Ombenya Ghana ni bi aba because they have disappointed and performed so poorly to a point they been see that